Okay, so just hello people. We are currently recording our live stream. Um, okay, let's see. So streaming on
All
Discord.
right.
Share my full screen. Yep, that's good. Can't do 60 frames a second because I don't got nitro. All right, can everybody see my screen just dandy?
Y- Yep.
All right. So
Yes.
Yep.
just to start, this is our latest build. You can see the new skin
Oh,
here.
what?
Yeah, he's looking pretty cool. This was the
Yo,
Ko-Fi skin, courtesy of Giga
that
Bowser.
is sick.
Yeah,
It looks like
Ooh.
samurai armor.
yeah, we were gonna call him Samurai Excidio at some point, but the name we settled on was Giga Excidio. Um, and you can see we added the Tokopop sign and also the sign for the Ko-Fi supporter in the main menu.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah,
That's awesome.
that's some of the just the main stuff because this is just a smaller update with just for the Ko-Fi stuff, but it also has a lot of bug fixes and some kind of experimental stuff. I kind of want to see what you guys think of this, so I'll just plop into game right now.
Yep.
This, by the way, I will just say now, this update should be released later today. We are
Oh,
the only thing that is a little not great at the moment is for some reason the CN tower does not break right. If you see, if I shoot it, okay, bad at aiming.
just like walk up to it.
But if I hit it, it doesn't really fall down properly. It'll just kind of float
Oh,
there. So we're just figuring out that. Once we get
yeah.
that, the
Oh,
update will be ready. Yeah. So just the kind of experimental thing that I was curious to see what you guys think of is we made the head turning for Excidio actually like instant now. So I was thinking that'll make aiming easier, but the worry is it's like a little
Hello,
less
everyone.
immersive.
Zoran's here.
Oh, is he?
hello, Zoran.
Hello,
Yeah.
everyone.
Greetings.
Sorry I'm late.
It's okay.
How
Um,
is everyone?
Well, I'm sick. I'm dealing with COVID right now.
oh,
I'm just
Yeah.
hoping my mic's not picking up the plethora of fire trucks outside.
no,
No.
we're not hearing that.
Are you in the
Right,
middle
good.
of Kaiju attack?
Yeah.
Zoran's getting Excedioed.
Were there any questions I missed?
Not so far. Just getting started, showing them the new skin and the head turning thing. Was just curious to see what people thought of that. I'm not even sure
Oh
if
yeah,
people will notice, but it should make aiming easier, but also could be less immersive. So just kind of want to see what people think of that.
I think you guys should, to make aiming easier, add like an aiming reticle thing.
That was in that was in the betas and stuff, but it wasn't like entirely accurate. So it actually kind of made it more confusing, if anything. Um, yeah, I don't know.
yeah. I will expand on that. Basically, the game was never meant to be like super precise with aiming. So having a reticle or any kind of aim kind of confused some people because the shots would still miss.
Mm.
I see.
But it would maybe give just general area like where the shot should go.
Yeah, I do like the idea of, I think it was you aim with your back spikes, kind of, right? If I'm correct, I think I should aim with, is it this middle one, or yeah, I think so. No, that didn't work
Mm,
right.
no,
But I
I,
remember
I'm
there was an idea at some point.
Yeah, we try to make it as immersive as possible. So a few new VFXs were added, like the fire one,
But yeah, let me
well, fire breath, fireball actual one.
fireball. I just get a good look at it here. It does look less like a rock in fire a little bit, so that's cool.
Yeah, it's more like energy now.
Yeah, it has a really good look, I think.
Ooh.
Yeah, and like when you fire from the, like if you can fire one and take a look at your mouth while you fire, there should be new VFX there too.
Yeah, let's see. If I
Yeah,
can catch that.
just fire. Yeah, you can actually just like normally fire and you will see.
See. Oh yeah.
Ooh.
Oh.
I
Yeah,
think
you,
you
you
said
can
there
actually
was.
see it
Oh,
from normal fire. Oh, there goes the stadium.
yeah. That should also be
Stadium.
fixed. We found out that this little thing pushed it up, so we just disabled, or Zora just disabled collision. So that
Yeah.
shouldn't happen as much. Um,
Stadium goes into orbit.
does.
The crowd goes wild.
What was some of the other effects you said were different?
Destroying building, like just damage building by any way, and it should like new effect. But I'm gonna expand on it.
Right.
Before it was more like the stomp effect, but now it's like more like dust just falling down. But I will expand on it. Probably make it last a bit longer.
Oh yeah, the dust. I see that. Okay, yeah, that is
Yeah.
pretty cool.
The destruction looks like it's a little bit different functionally.
Yeah, it is. Basically, I kind of like while working on the playable golem character, I basically made it so like some stuff will affect damage much different. Like if you hit something now, that attack will not only make the pieces fall down, but kind of push them forward. Like I think that could be a good way to showcase it now. Like you can see that when he attacks, he will actually launch some of the pieces to the front.
It's especially with a bigger building.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know.
I
What do you
think it,
guys? Yeah, what do you guys think of that?
I think it looks good. Yeah.
The development is actually like progressing really well. I know from the in-person showcase that you did with G-Fest, this is definitely an improvement since then.
thank
Yeah,
you.
yeah. It'll be nice for next year G-Fest. I won't have a piece of paper on the thing telling people to use the D-pad for the controller. It's not fixed yet, but that'll be fixed. But I think it's January about.
Yeah, January should be done.
Yeah, I wasn't at G Fest last year, so I wouldn't know.
I look forward to seeing you this year. I hope that some other people will come up as well.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah, I'm
hoping so
definitely.
too.
I'm hoping to have some merch ready. I'm looking into some stuff like I don't know if I'll be like I don't think I'll charge like anything, so I'll just be doing them a little cheap. Like so I'll just if you I think I'll just RSVP stuff. If somebody's gonna be there, I'll make it for you. And, like just some like pins and like maybe some stickers or something. I was
I
thinking
saved
the
some extra at Excidio.
yeah I was thinking like the server emojis would be fun.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
the
Mm.
a good idea.
pins.
Yeah. Yeah, so I think we could open the floor to some questions now. I don't know if anybody has anything they're curious about Excidio or anything Tokupop
Yeah,
related.
I do.
Go ahead.
Because I know there's like the in the suggestions forum, there's like the enemy suggestion or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there's a lot of um uh there's a lot of suggestions for a lot of military vehicles. Like I'm seeing like turrets and ICBM trucks and battleships and stuff. Are there plans to add any of that in the future?
I'll say what I think, then I'll let Zoran take it. But it's not really something we've discussed, but like that would be a lot easier than like another kaiju. So I think it could be a possibility. But I don't know. I'll let Zoran say his thoughts on that.
Well, basically, I can make those models, and that like kind of saves us on the budget part. While with kaijus, I can't really make them and animate them.
Yeah.
So adding in new vehicles like military enemies is big possibility because that's something that I can make. Like those cars and all military other vehicles are made by me. So I think I could make a few more.
I think there were some suggestions at some point for like battleships in the water. That could be cool.
Yeah, and
Like
like
that.
one that I would like to make is the giant like floating ship, like kind of from Avengers.
Oh, the
Yeah,
Yeah,
helicarrier.
yeah, and I
someone
would
did
really
suggest
like to
the
be
helicarrier.
able to destroy that.
Cool, maybe like a little mini boss kind of thing for the military.
Yeah, something. I think that's one I can say it will be. It is confirmed that it will be in the game. But at which update I can't really tell.
Yeah,
Oh,
just
awesome.
sometime in there. Yeah.
I know. Uh, there's a couple questions or like comments that I don't know if you guys are looking at the VC text, but
Oh,
Coco was saying Zoran, you should make it go through buildings before exploding after a while. I think this was like some of the um gameplay that or the demonstration that Zach was showing with going through the buildings.
You mean for the fireball? Or...
I don't know. I don't. Coco, if you want to like mention that real quickly so I can read it out loud. Yes, for the fireball.
Oh, like it used to do for a super fireball, something like that.
Let's see. Let's see what Coco
There
says.
should be a video on Twitter that I posted a while back where fireball goes through the couple buildings and then explodes. Is
that
that what we're talking
that
about?
could be cool for maybe in supercharge, because honestly we've been kind of struggling a little bit to find supercharge too much of a purpose. It was just something that's like was legacy in the original version, so I think we wanted to carry it over. So maybe something like
I
that
know.
could be cool.
Yeah, I know. Sorry for interrupting.
No, go
No,
ahead.
yeah, Coco said that this was in an older version. Yeah, it would like go through almost three buildings before it actually explodes.
Yeah, I will now link you a video. Give me a second. I will link your video in chat, and you can tell me if that is what you mean.
For the live
Let me
I
stream,
think
just.
I'll go to
adding
that.
piercing
But
fireballs would be a pretty cool mechanic to re-implement.
Yeah.
yeah, it's not a problem. I can do that. Let me just find where I showcased that.
Now, would
Oh,
that be something that you'd prefer for like having in supercharge, or would that be something that you'd want for just all the time regular fireball?
okay.
I
I think.
personally,
I'm sorry. I just wanted to say. I think did I link it good? You can see in Excidio talk.
Oh, Excidio talk, yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, did
See
I
there.
link it good?
Yeah, looks like it. Usually it shows displays the video.
Yeah, I think that's what Coco was mentioning about.
I personally think that having the fireball pierce through buildings would work better as a supercharge thing because it would, as you mentioned, give supercharge more of a purpose.
Yeah, to kind of change stuff up. So yeah, that'd be certainly something cool to look into.
Okay.
We did
Basically, I,
change. Sorry, go ahead.
mm, basically I would just need to like return the old super fireball, which is not a problem.
We did change a few things for supercharge, mostly just the energy thing, because before it was when you go into supercharge, it immediately drained all your energy, like when you go into the state. But now it takes it when you start the supercharge, so you should have your energy back. See if that works by the time you go into it. So that's just a small little change. Let's see, do you get it back? Yeah, there we go. Okay, so you get the full
And
full energy bar.
I
Ooh.
increased the fire length to from 20 seconds to a minute. So we will
Oh
see
yeah,
Oh.
how that affects performance, and you guys will tell us if we should return it to 20 seconds or is it good.
yeah. So just fire will be on the map for like a lot longer, which that's
I have
something
a
people have wanted
question.
for a little bit. Yep.
Oh yeah, I just see it right now. You guys are re-implementing fire burning the ground.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
That was just that was just taken out for a little bit, just because it was we wanted to get the update out.
yeah, because I'm stupid and I forget to put some protection for some stuff.
Yeah, I think like everything being on fire all at once just makes it seem a lot more apocalyptic, so to say.
Yeah.
Yeah, and about that, and while we are talking about removed features, so one of the features that I removed at some point, I'm not sure when, was the dust buildup in the map. Is that something that you guys would like to see back? Like basically, the more you destroy, and that's Harry Potter right there. the more you destroy, the more dust would be in the air, and the vision would be like kind of, basically like fog would come in, but more dusty. Like,
Kind of
is that
like
some?
what would happen in Godzilla PS4. The more of the map that you destroyed, it would get foggier.
Yeah, I guess like that. I'm not sure how it looks
I
there, but
think it probably wouldn't be that great an idea to put that back in because I think that's a pretty common complaint about GPS4s, like the weather effects being kind of annoying.
Okay. Yeah.
Like maybe have it as an option, like you can toggle it so that the people who want it can use it.
yeah, I think I can make it like toggle option. By the way, I will try to find the screenshot of effect in action.
That's
It'll
actually
give you more.
a good question for you guys. What would be kind of some like game just any kind of ideas for like different options that you'd like to see, like different toggles and stuff.
Like more particle effects for destruction on buildings, like more concrete flying off and like shattering glass and stuff.
Kind of like
Okay.
advanced destruction, but like
Yeah.
different version of that. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so about the effects, we are kind of limited by VFX we have, and most of the VFX is heavily edited by me, and I'm not like the VFX guy. So if something is not in the game with VFX, it's probably because we don't have way to do it.
Yeah, we really need at
Mm.
some point we need a VFX guy. I'll that's one of the areas just as a team we're kind of lacking at the moment.
Like many of the effects like we use right now are the same effect, just kind of edited and changed by me.
Yeah.
And I will kind of leave it as a Easter egg for you to find out which effects.
Man, this tower, I don't know. It's so because it works in engine, right? It just for some reason on a build, just randomly sometimes it just will not fall.
Oh, so here's a question from REXmas. This is for Zach. This may be already planned, but if you swipe a building in half and the top part falls to the ground, it would be cool if it's shattered on impact, but I get that might be hard to code.
Okay, I will
Yeah,
answer that.
yeah,
Yeah, because it is a question for Zach, but I will answer. Basically, that's we had that in the game. It was called Advanced Distraction System. I think it might be still in the free demo version that we had
yeah.
on
It is.
itch.io, but it was kind of more of a problem than anything good. If there
Um,
is like huge, huge like need for it, I can implement it, but it's just don't expect me to go through all the bugs it can cause
um,
because it's impossible to fix them all.
yeah. It was just I guess kind of it was a big hit on performance, and it was just kind of a bit of an experimental thing. It like I guess it could be an option, maybe, but like yeah, as like left as an experimental option. Like maybe not recommended, but it could be experimental.
So it was kind of like we did the same thing with ragdolls. Basically, it's fun thing to do, but it can come up with kind of showcasing the game in the bad light. Now,
Yeah.
I'm not sure how best to explain what I mean by that, but basically, for people who play without it, it can be like, okay, that's just an option. But if people take a lots of like images from the bugs that it caused, like with the ragdoll, it can make the game look worse than it actually is.
Yeah.
If
Mhm.
I'm making sense.
Yeah. I guess it just could look unprofessional if it's like kind of showcased as like being the default game. But like yeah, it could be something to experiment with. Maybe like once we're feature complete, I would say. Oh, there we
Yeah,
go. I've died.
Mm.
Are golems
and
So
I
too
guess
strong? They might be. Golems might be a little too strong. I don't know. That's something to mess with.
I
uh,
have a question.
Yeah.
With the future of the project, is there plans to switch to Unreal Engine 5 in the future?
Ooh, oh, I'll let Zara take that.
no, there are no plans because the destruction system that we use here is not available in Unreal Engine 5. Basically, the whole game right now I could port to Unreal 5 and it would work just as good as in Unreal 4, if not maybe even better with some tweaks. There would be changes to like lightning, but the destruction system that we use is unsupported in Unreal 5. Basically, they ditched it for Chaos Engine.
Yeah. Like, yeah, I remember you did try Unreal 5 at one point. Yeah, it was all working, and then the destruction. It would just have to. It would be like a lot more work than it would really be worth. That's kind of up in the air for like if there's a sequel someday, it would probably be in Unreal 5 with an entirely different destruction system.
And for question about supercharge, it does not make you stronger. It's just visual kind of thing. As Zach said, we're kind of having trouble figuring out what's best to do with it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like it is a really cool visual, and you know, of the game design philosophy of just we do whatever we think looks really cool, and this certainly does, and it's good for like taking out military and stuff. But yeah, it's still struggling for a few different things, and you know, what we could do with that. But the fireball thing, that could be cool, just to add a little more variety to it.
And basically, the code is already there. I just have to put it back in.
Yeah.
And looking at destruction now, yeah, it does look much better with this. I will continue improving it.
Yeah, for sure.
I have a question. This might have been something that was brought up by someone else because I feel like this was a question ever since you guys had the collaboration with 13 AM Games of Dawn of the Monsters. Did you guys have any other um did you guys have any other opportunities to work with any other developers on the game itself, or was that something that you guys weren't really looking at for the moment?
Well, I can say that it was really great, you know, to work with 13 AM Games. That was an awesome opportunity, and you know, they were awesome to work with, I can say. And we do have like, I can say, just not really a collaboration, um, but I mean, I talked about it with him on his public server, so I'm sure I can say that me and Lauren, the developer of Dawn
Oh, of
of what?
Terror of Hemisaurus.
Yeah, Terror of Hemisaurus. We talked about doing a bundle for Excidio and Terror of Hemisaurus when Excidio comes out of early access. And I also talked to 13 AM Games, and so what might happen at some, you know, like nothing's been set in stone or anything, but there might be a indie Kaiju 3-pack that you'll be able to get on Steam and Xbox um, when Excidio, you know, like properly comes out of early access. So that's kind of
Mm-hmm.
a light crossover. um, Besides that, we've floated some ideas around, but nothing really in game at the moment. Just because it does, well, like to be honest, the 13, like the Dawn of the Monsters crossover is awesome, but it didn't, you know, didn't really bring in like the sales or the, you know, when we originally announced it for the Kickstarter, it didn't, you know, that didn't really come through. So it doesn't seem to be too much of a financially viable thing to do. But
Mm-hmm.
there's always the thought that, you know, if somehow, you know, we have the money for it and we get in contact with like, you know, I don't know, Toho or something, I don't think we'd say no. You know, I'd say that, but there's, you know, I have no idea how to set something like that up or if we'd have the funds for that. So yeah, I think that kind of answers that.
I have a question.
Yep.
I don't know, like, I don't, um, I recall like a while back, I don't know if this was like serious or not, or if I'm even remembering this properly, but I heard there were, like, I think it was like a thing where you guys were gonna add like Ko's Kaiju Nagara into the game. Is that still a thing? Or am I
Oh,
just making that up?
no, that was a thought floated around, but that was kind of just a budget. Like that's just when it turns out that we're really probably only going to be able to do Raijin and like maybe Alpha Golem and you know, pretty much everything that's already in the game and plus Raijin. It's just, you know, doing that isn't really feasible, you know, with the budget and stuff. But it would have been really cool. Like that is something that we did seriously float around for a while, but it's, you know, just not really feasible given the budget and
Also,
stuff.
we had also problem with figuring out what would be the best way to do because of the size difference. Like
Yeah,
Koi, I think Koi can write it down if he wants, but I think there was also the thing with power scaling. Basically, while Kaiju is really great, it's kinda underpowered compared to Excidio.
Yeah, I think he'd be what, maybe like up to his knees. That would be really funny though, especially if you could spawn in a bunch of them. There's just like 100 of them coming at you at once, like kind of like little dogs. That'd be good. But I don't know if Ko's working on that at the moment. But Excidio versus Nagara animation might come at some point, which would be really cool. Kind of in the style of the Gollum and Excidio animation.
Yeah, I hope we do more of those too.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, definitely when Raijin comes out, if Ko has the time, that was really fun. And fun fact, it is in fact our most viewed video on YouTube. So thank you again, Ko. It's some
So
awesome
to
stuff.
answer to the question in the voice text, yeah, Excidio wins hands down.
Yeah,
Excidio is by
this
far.
this is no
Yeah.
contest. I don't think. With especially when you guys learn some of the lore with Excidio, he's kind of like ridiculously overpowered.
Yeah, basically like he's Superman to Batman to all others Kaijus. They
Oh,
might defeat him once, but that's it.
Yeah. You'll see some of that in the
Um,
story, which I'm really excited to get that story out to you. It took us a while to like kind of get it right, but it's in a really good position right now. And sorry, I
Yeah.
think someone had a question.
Yeah, feel free to like ask questions about lore too.
I saw on the roadmap that there are plans for Tokyo and New York City.
Yes, sir.
Are there plans to do anything like different with those maps, so to say, to like sort of set them apart from like the rest of the maps?
All
Um,
right, so I will just let me quickly, and then Zach can proceed. So basically, when we did the Kaijuronto, Zach asked me to make snow available to other maps and make rain available to Kaijuronto, but I decided we don't do it to give that map some special flavor. So for sure we're gonna try to give the other maps some special flavor too. Now what we are limited for now is with the assets. So basically, like if we were to do pretty great on like let's say Xbox once it comes out, you can can freely say expect to see some of the assets change even for the other maps.
yeah. But I think we do have some plan. Like there are going to be, don't get me wrong, there are going to be unique assets, especially for specific landmarks and stuff. But
Yeah.
the build, like the main buildings, like the building blocks, will be kind of samey throughout. I think we did talk about doing some more Japanese style buildings just to make them stand out a little bit more. But like I wouldn't say there probably won't be more than like 10 unique assets per map, just because of kind of budget limitations and stuff. But doing stuff with like differently with how the maps are built a little bit could be well, I mean not with how they're built, I guess just kind of some layout stuff. But yeah, I don't know, it's something that we'll experiment with for sure. But like they will look very different. Like especially for me and Bagan have been talking about New York, uh, what that'll look like, and it's coming together to be a really interesting, like a really unique take on New York that I think will look super cool.
And one more thing, like with the assets, the buildings have like they have specific instructions they need to be built on that I found out that works best for the destruction system.
Sorry. I just
If
want to say, if you see on the stream right now, this is the our most elusive bug happening right now with the sprinting. You can see him completely
Walking on
idle,
those
but he's
things.
still walking. And if I move without holding shift, he will go into full sprint. No
oh,
idea
how did
why this triggers, but this is our most elusive bug so far.
yeah, if anyone figures out what is 100% causing it, let it know.
Yeah, and I think to make it stop, I just press shift again, and yeah, there we go. Then it stops, but no idea how to trigger it again. But just sorry, you can continue. I just wanted to point that out.
Yeah, basically that's it for like the assets. They have specific way that the buildings need to be made that I found out that works best for both performance and for physics simulations because that destruction engine that Unreal uses here is well basically was it never at first meant to work like this, and two, it's not really the best destructions engine.
Yeah. But yeah, for
See.
for sure, different assets and stuff will be coming with different different maps. It'll just be, you know, we're still, I don't know, we're figuring that out. But yeah, we'll share more stuff when that's a little bit closer too, because the maps are like, I think, very last on the roadmap, just because they're kind of the biggest thing. I mean, I don't know if maybe Raijin will kind of be actually the most difficult thing, 'cause he's a lot more complex, but we'll, yeah,
Yeah,
we'll
Raijin boss is gonna be like the most complex thing.
yeah.
And if Raijin doesn't have his pistol, I'm gonna.
Yeah, he'll be really cool. I'm really looking forward to him as a character. He has some cool moves. I don't think we're like 100% on the move set, but like we have most of the stuff kind of figured out. I don't know if maybe we want to give him like one more energy move, because I think at the moment he just has the one.
Yeah, we will give him more for sure, but just didn't have time to basically sit and think about it.
Yeah. But you know,
After go,
yep,
yeah,
sorry.
sorry. After Golem is added, we will for kind of go into full mode about Raijin.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of that, I did want to point out just I don't know if anybody was going to say anything, but the on the roadmap I did put a spawn system rework. So the spawn system is going to change a lot, and I think it's going to be a lot cooler.
Oh.
So what the idea is right now is, you know, when you press space at the moment, your kaiju just spawns. But in the with the rework, it'll bring up a menu where you can select, you know, whatever kaiju you want to spawn and their skin. You know, so you can actually fight some fire golems. I think we revealed that skin. I don't know. But you know, there will be a
I
fire golem
recall it
skin.
being mentioned, yeah.
Yeah. So you can spawn them, and then, you know, Raijin with whatever different skins he'll have. Um, and you'll be able to spawn kind of pretty much how much. Well, I mean, you know, the limit that we'll set, but you can spawn as many. You should be able to spawn Raijin and Golem at the same time, I believe. Stuff, you know, we're still figuring that out. But it'll, because I think the original plan was just to have it as like a toggle in the menu, but I think this will be a lot more kind of dynamic.
Yeah,
You know,
bosses will be limited to one.
yeah.
So boss monsters will be limited to one.
Yeah, one at a time, but I think you could spawn like a Raijin and a Golems at the same time. I don't know. We'll figure that out, I guess, as that comes along.
Um, is the
Okay, go on, and then I will answer the question in the voice text.
you can answer that first.
Okay, so the question is Raijin gonna have a supercharge or different unique mechanic? Well, I think, well, no, not that I think I know, that he will have like different mechanic.
Yeah.
Supercharges for Excidio.
We just don't know what it is yet.
I
Open to
have good
ideas,
idea.
I guess. Oh yeah? Okay.
Yeah, yeah, I have good idea. That will go on with the rest of the stuff planned for him.
Okay. That I think
So,
Sergeant. Yeah. Go ahead.
yeah, my question was that I saw little, like, not too recently, but also not too long ago, like, there was mention of a system for like hats and cosmetics and stuff in the works.
Basically, that's in the game, but it was never meant. Not meant, but it was never like kind of properly added. And I kind of forgot what was the reason for that.
Um, I don't know. Well, I think there was some. Well, I think it was just because they couldn't be colored differently. That was like one thing, but I don't think that's really a big deal.
No,
Um, sorry.
we kind of hit the problem with that, but I can't at the point of my head now remember why. But basically now in engine, like if you select Excidia, he has the accessory, like accessory variable for him. So it was kind of added to the point, but something like made us stop with it, and I can't really remember now why not. If I remember, I will be sure to write it in the
Yeah, so like
text.
I guess it's yeah, I don't remember either. So I guess we'll like it's a maybe, I think. Maybe if it's something people like really want, you know, to give Excidio a ducky hat. You know. It's like maybe. Um I guess it just hasn't been the focus of our current you know, what we're doing at the moment. But yeah, that could be cool.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember why, but I can't come to it.
Yeah, all I can remember is the color thing, but I think we just settled on it doesn't matter if it's colored differently or not. So yeah, I don't really remember what the thing with that was.
Yeah, no, I can't remember it.
It would fill out the level system well, so like maybe that could be cool. Yeah.
I might take another look at it just to like see what was the problem, and maybe now I could figure it out. But
Yeah.
now I can't really remember what was the problem.
Yeah. We gotta track these things a little better. We're still working on that.
Okay, so question
Well,
for Zach is, how's the performance with longer fire?
I mean, I haven't noticed any really frame dips at all. So I think it's going really well.
That's good.
Yeah, it seems to be fine. Makes the maps look, a little more chaotic. Do love the
well, the
Megalon roar. The glitch is happening again.
well, the
Does that have to do with roar? Sorry, I'm just.
Megalon
Yeah,
Roar is clean.
Oh yeah, I know, right? That was awesome that they gave us that asset.
well, the giant pistol will be added to the game.
mm,
Maybe as an
maybe
accessory.
maybe that's like the Raijin equivalent to the supercharge.
He just pulls out a clock.
Yeah, and starts blasting.
Yeah.
Oh, oh wait, this screenshot that Zoran posted here in Excidio talk showing off the dust. Um, um, what what map is this? Is this like an older build of the game?
This is the original Kaiju Ronto.
Would it be
Oh,
possible to
But like
implement
in
like
co-op update.
legacy versions of the maps?
I'm sorry, what? Would it be possible too?
Re-implement like legacy versions of the maps.
Well, I do have those maps in game, so yeah, I think.
well, I remember the issue with that is they just had their I don't think you ever figured out why, but the performance
Oh
was
yeah,
just so bad, like it was
yeah.
atrocious. Yeah, I don't know if I'd want to put that on Xbox, because
Yeah, no,
they
no.
were.
Basically, the problem with those maps is, well, the Kaiju Ronto was. This is my first game, like the first project I ever worked on in the game, and basically I just kind of used it as both test map and playable map. So there were lots of like, I guess, leftover references or whatnot. So the performance was much worse than it should be.
Sorry, I just love the little chibi Excidio Ko was put. That's so
Yeah,
cute.
it's cute.
um, yeah, so like they're kind of it'd be like I get the idea where it would be cool just to have more maps, but it just reuses, it's just all the assets that we already have in other maps and stuff. So it would be kind of pointless, honestly. I'd rather just see, the newer maps and stuff with the different assets that we do. Like the only thing is in the original Kaiju Rancho, there was um the little carnival thing with the what is it called? The a Ferris wheel, but that'll be added to the spoiler, though that'll be added to the New York map in the Coney Island section.
I
Cause you
can make you like, if you guys wish, I can make you like the, if you remember, if some of you played the original like builds before the multiplayer update. The Kaiju Island map, there would be no buildings, but maybe just some interesting landscape and stuff like that.
that could be cool for like screenshots and stuff. I was also thinking like just an ocean map that's just like that goes up to your head and like maybe has a slant or something or a slide for
We
like
can
if
merge
people want
that.
to take. Yeah,
We could merge that with the island map. So
yeah,
just have one part of the map
I
be
think
deep ocean.
I think an ocean map would prove interesting if you guys decided to add like the battleships and
ooh,
stuff.
that'd be really cool actually. That could be a unique mat feature. You know what? That's actually yeah, half ocean, half kaiju island with big battleships as like the unique map feature. That's a good idea. I like that.
Yeah, more military is coming for sure. There,
Yeah.
yeah, I can make those assets. I can program them, so they're coming for sure. And they don't have like animations at all, so they should be good.
Yeah, that'd be a map that's really easy to do because it's just not, it's not any new assets or anything. So we could whip that up. like just to say the roadmap is our like that's our plan, but we can 100% deviate for like smaller things that won't cost us money basically. We can add smaller things and different stuff like the island map. So like keep suggestions coming and stuff. For sure we're still listening to whatever ideas you have. That's just our current plan, I guess.
Yeah, like multiple playable kaijus was not a thing until a month ago.
Yeah, pretty much. We
I
we
recall
deviate.
I recall a little while back that Ko mentioned that in some of the older builds, the maps had traffic lights and stuff on them. Is it possible to add stuff like I saw on Polygon City there was like the billboard with the Ko-Fi supporter on it. So I was wondering if it was possible to add more stuff to buildings like billboards, water towers, or like telephone poles and traffic lights and stuff.
Uh,
Mm, Zach, you want me to answer?
yeah, well, I mean, you'd have the more expertise on that thing, so yeah.
Okay, so the thing with that is, yeah, we can add them, but the question is how much is it worth? Because it would affect performance at some cost. How much? I'm not sure, but it would at some cost because all those buildings, all those like traffic lights and stuff, they need to be destructible because no one would like to just go walk over a mesh with no collision or something. So adding those is possible, of course. I can add them, but
It
it
could
comes
work
to
like
like, is it worth the price? Is it worth the price?
it could work like trees maybe, where it just kind of like falls over. I don't know if that's like easier on performance. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe something to experiment with. Like it would for sure make the city look cooler, but yeah, I don't know how much of a hit frame rate and stuff would take.
Well, basically, I would make it as performant as possible by only showing up near the like where you can see, so it doesn't render on the other part of the town. But again, I don't know. I'm just a bit worried about, I guess, for other PCs. But maybe we should just like give it a shot. The question is also like, what do I do with the light poles on when you select like night? I can't have them all like cast light.
It could just be like an emissive texture, maybe, like on lights. If I mean, it could even just be nothing, really. I don't like. I don't know if people would care too much if it lights up or not.
Yeah, would you guys like care if it didn't wasn't affected by like selecting day or
Not
night
really.
sky?
No.
Yeah, maybe then it would like be a possibility to add it. Let's say like this: I will see to add it to Polygon City because it would be the fastest to add there. And if it doesn't work out as good as we want, I will just remove it.
Oh yeah, can
And if
we?
Yeah,
it
Sorry, go ahead.
and if
Polygon
it's
City
like
just seems to be kind of like the testing ground, really, for
It very much
everything.
is, yeah.
it is, yeah, it is.
It was actually originally I didn't know Zoran did this, but he that it was actually his testing map, like that he would use just to test things, and then he didn't make another testing map. So for a while, every build that we had to do, he had to delete all the testing stuff from Polygon until he eventually did create a new unique one.
Yeah, I was just lazy.
Yeah. It is. I think the original idea for Polygon was it was going to be like having text or testing textures like just grids and stuff to be. It was supposed to be
Yeah,
like the lower performance map. Specific. I think it was almost like designed so Ko could play the game on his old
yeah,
computer. Yeah,
yeah, exactly.
but it has
And
evolved since then.
its name is like polygon in my language mean like testing area. So Polygon City would basically mean testing area city.
Yeah.
I always thought that it
Um,
was called Polygon City as like a joke or like a play on words or something like that because the game's low poly art style.
yeah, we can say it is that.
Yeah, we can take credit for that, sure.
But originally, yeah, it was just play on words from my language, and the test area. So, and looking at that stomp now, yeah, it is too powerful.
Oh yeah, it should probably be reeled back a bit. You
Yeah.
know, so I think
Also, look,
Alto said something about it was weird. I don't know if the build that we sent her, if it had like maybe it goes back slower because it goes back to idle really fast. I don't know if maybe that was the difference.
Hello,
yeah, it
Hello.
snaps back really fast.
what's up?
Ding.
Yo, it's that guy who didn't breathe for like a whole month.
Oh wait,
Yeah, just waiting for the game.
sacrifices you make. Oh, I see Toku's
Obviously,
here as well. Greetings.
So basically, like, if you guys there, some of you don't know, there is like the free on each IO. There is free version of the game that has other maps and stuff. So if you really wanna go play through them, you can get it there.
Yeah. It's like
oh,
Excidio 1, you could say, and this is, again, I always like to say this is the sequel. So I mean, it
Yeah,
really is.
basically, yeah. For
Wait,
me, I
if
also
this
feel like
is a if this is Excidio 1, then that free build on itch would be Excidio -1.
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
nice one.
yeah. Basically, that the one on the each IO is basically just only me working on it. And after Zach came on to help me, it was this version.
Yeah. Yeah, you can find it on our website. If you guys check that out, it hasn't been updated in a while, but it's just under the Excidio section. You'll find the link to it.
I can link like each IO if you wish.
Yeah, I recently played it actually. I was comparing all of the Kaiju Simulator games on PC, and just comparing that one to the modern and Excidio, and wow, it is like night and day. It is so crazy to think how far the game has come just from
Yeah.
that.
Yeah,
Even looking at just the
well,
old logo, which annoys me because it says that I'm live streaming right now, and it shows. Actually, it's not popping up right now. But before when I was playing the game, on the Steam logo would show this old logo. I don't know how to fix that.
well,
Yeah.
it seems that even the old game was way better than most of the other simulators. There's not a lot of games, especially the good ones, about kaijus anymore.
No, I mean we're I like to think we're like almost in a Renaissance era for that, but like there's still not a lot. But the stuff we
Oh
have
yeah,
is
no
pretty
doubt.
good.
Yeah,
Like
we
Yeah.
got quite a lot right now in terms of kaiju games because there's like
By the
Oh
way,
yeah.
just asking, did you take the
and there was heaps.
Gigabash for free? Like,
did we? Oh, like on Epic, on the
yeah,
Epic store?
it
Yeah.
was free.
I saw that. I mean, I've actually bought it already on almost every platform, so I didn't
Wow.
need to. Yeah, I've
Bought it on
Why? Why would you buy it on Steam? It costs almost twice the same.
it did, but I got it when it came
gotta
out.
support the
Like,
devs.
yeah, yeah, those guys are great over at Gigabash.
Yeah,
But
they're I
Yeah.
mean they're a real good team to
Especially
work
the
with.
especially
oh
the
yeah,
Godzilla DLC.
oh yeah, that was great. Yeah,
Like
Bonpuz,
Godzilla.
I saw your video of all the stuff that they sent you. That was really cool.
Yeah, that was
They're
something
like,
that I did not expect.
Yeah,
That was probably one of the coolest things I've seen in like a long time because originally I explained in the video originally
yeah,
they asked for my contact information and all this other stuff that they needed and they said, "Oh, we're going to add you to our media friend list." And I said, "Oh, that's cool." You know, I didn't know what that was indicating to, but then I saw an email come through that said you have a package coming through DHL, and I said, "What the hell is coming through DHL?" And then it was coming from them in Malaysia, and I was like, "Oh," I was like, "Okay." And then that's when I got the package and the stuff that I recorded. You know, that was crazy. I
yeah,
was not expecting that.
that's super cool. Yeah.
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 What did you get?
So, so they sent me their limited edition mouse and keyboard pad. They sent me
That's cool.
limited edition trading card information trading cards that were Japan exclusive, as well as the pins that were Japan exclusive, which I'm guessing they were from the Tokyo Con Or it was
Well, I guess you're the chosen one.
Yeah.
well,
Chosen one.
and what was the last thing that they sent me? I'm trying to make sure I'm covering everything
was
on
it
my.
the stickers, I think, maybe?
No, they weren't stickers. I'm just trying to make sure that I'm covering everything on my bases before I talk about the last thing. Um, I think, shit. I think no, that's it. Because the last thing I do know is that they sent me a letter, which was basically a thank you letter from the devs, including like CERN. He wrote a message in that too,
Oh, that's super
and
cool.
it was basically a thank you letter to the entire staff and myself at G Fest.
That's awesome.
Great.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got that the keyboard thing, which I'm actually using at my my desk right now. I got that from Matt Frank directly at GFest because I think he did the art for
Oh.
it, right?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
Yes, he did. Yeah, he did.
Yeah, I got that
By the way,
for 50
I
American
got a
from.
question.
Yep.
Oh, yeah,
Did anyone
dude,
here
that
play
was a
like
good
the
time.
PS4 version of Godzilla
Oh,
or PS5?
no, I wish. It's on my
Bro,
wish
this game
list.
was. I played it. This game was so slow,
Oh yeah? Is it
and the
slower?
monsters,
Is it slower
the
than Excidio?
monsters, the monsters were not only slow but slow to get. It was
Oh
hard
yeah.
to even get them.
Yeah,
Like
this
I
game
played for like a
Excidio
week.
feels like
I played for like a week, and I barely touched the Heisei era
Really?
with Mothra, the
Wow.
first monster you can unlock at Heisei.
That is annoying.
Yeah,
Godzilla PS4. Like
it's
I can
like
like
okay, it's
Excidio feels like what Godzilla PS4 should have been.
yeah. I hate the story mode. Like, what does it even do
Oh, good
there?
God.
You destroy some
Generators.
Like
generators.
decision to not
Generators.
Yeah,
include a
and that's
local
all. And
versus
that's
mode
all.
or
That's all.
like anything like that. No
Oh, I know.
local
Yeah,
mode except for the
That
story
was
mode is
horrible.
such a baffling
yeah.
decision.
It was boring as hell.
Yeah,
I
I'm
I
really happy
played
that.
it. I
Sorry, go ahead.
love whole Acer era, and I just played it for this, just to see that getting the Acer Godzilla was damn hard.
That is super
Jeez.
annoying. Oh, like the burning
Yeah,
Godzilla, I guess.
yeah, that was even harder.
Oh man.
And of course, you need to pay for the online thingy on PS4 to
God,
Oh
even
yeah.
play online.
Oh, to play Godzilla
Yeah,
versus.
yeah.
that was not good.
And even that kind of sucks.
Yeah, like, the game
Okay.
had good graphics, but that's about all.
I
Not
was just
even
Yeah.
that
about to
really. Like
touch.
the
I feel
games
like I
look good.
prefer
It was
Excidio and Gigabash with Godzilla much more.
Yeah. I mean
Like,
I'd take that as a compliment, you know.
yeah,
I was just about to say
like
that.
bro, if Godzilla was in Excidio, I would play it every day.
Yeah. Maybe someday if we get the funds, if they'll pay attention to us, you know.
Yeah, and Mega Gigabash was just is just good enough.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And
That's
Godzilla
crazy
looks
good.
really good there. Like I would say the Godzilla looks better there, even though it's got less graphics than PS4.
I think it's actually a higher poly model in Gigabash than the
Yeah,
PS4 one.
it definitely is.
Maybe,
Yeah.
maybe, but
the
Yeah.
model in Gigabash looks way better.
Oh yeah, like that is a
yeah.
fantastic model.
So who here actually? Who here has Gigabash actually?
I do.
Like
Uh,
all of
I
us.
certainly do, for pretty much. Yeah, I don't think Zoran does. I don't know if
Well,
he
if
does.
we're already here,
Playing
maybe
it
we could
like
play.
I
If
was
we're
playing
already
it like
here.
30 minutes before this started.
man,
Nice.
Oh,
I haven't been able to touch games in a little while because I've been working so much. I've been working on stuff
Red.
Oh
for
yeah.
Is the guy who
Wait,
talked
what
about his
time is
PC
it?
here? Is the guy who
Uh,
talked about his PC here or not?
Um, I'm not sure. The person who was
No.
having the PC issues. Yeah, I don't think so.
Yes.
But yeah, we could maybe do that after like an after stream. But we're cutting
Yeah.
it to like an hour and
Just
a
for
half.
fun.
So I'm gonna say I don't know. Does anybody have any more questions? And we can I can start to wrap up like the actual video portion of this.
yeah, I gotta go anyways right now because I got something to do.
Oh,
One
That's no
last question before I go.
right.
I
When
don't.
monkey?
Maybe I have one question.
Oh wait, so just win monkey.
W-
2024.
Will the monkey
Yeah.
have uh, different abilities.
Yes,
Will
he
he just?
will. He will be a unique
I hope I don't
character.
want to see a monkey firing a laser from his mouth.
Yeah. Well, that maybe, because that's a Saiyan power. But yeah, Monkey 2024 on the roadmap.
Kamehameha!
Yeah. What do I have him as?
I dare you to make
It's
it so that the animation to the laser is Kamehameha, literally.
yeah, that is,
I yeah, I don't think
Just
it will be
shoots
Kamehameha.
Kamehameha.
yeah, it's update 3, so that'll be like I don't know. I'm
To be
thinking that'll be
honest,
before G Fest, but we'll see.
I'm more into the update with the Alpha Golem and the playable Golem.
So,
Yeah, that's the
but
next big one that we're doing. Yeah.
Yeah.
I gotta head out now. So,
All right.
thank you, developer guys, for making such an epic game, and I will
Thank you
um
for supporting us.
see you around.
Yeah.
See ya.
Thank you.
See ya.
Farewell.
Just fix the Spider-Man Godzilla, please.
Oh
Like
yeah, that's on the
Excidio.
that should be fixed
That's
this
fine.
update.
Like
He found all the
I
invisible
literally,
walls.
I literally made a screenshot out of this, and this looks like Spider-Man.
Yeah. So does anybody have
Like,
any more questions, or Zoran, if you have anything else, kind of to say?
Mm, yeah, let's just see if there are more questions.
uh, actually, I just randomly just got into the game and decided to go out of the map.
Yeah.
Like, I did it without any purpose. I just got out of the map and just wanted to see what happens. I don't know myself why I did that.
Yeah. You
That
gonna?
should
I
be
just
fixed.
Oh yeah. Actually I can test
either.
that right now. I'm gonna.
Yeah, please do. But I think I
Like,
fixed all the
but
walls
I don't
without.
think you can fall out of the map in other maps. I think that this new one is the only one where you can actually fall out of it.
You could go
Which
Yeah,
looks
a little bit out in the other ones, but oh,
Mm.
that's good. And I think that was actually the only spot, but I'll just
yeah.
confirm.
you can literally just get out of the map and you instantly fall.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, Matt, that is a fixed issue. There we go. Yeah.
Right.
So I don't know if there's any more questions, but I will just say for people who weren't aware, update will probably be out today. We just gotta I don't know, Zoran will maybe make another
Oh,
just a
what
few
the?
tries. Yeah, just a few tries to fix
Why do you
the
get me excited?
yeah.
Like in my region, it's almost night.
Oh, we just have to wait for
I'm
morning,
in
but like,
Polish.
oh no, yeah.
My Poland time.
Yeah, we are basically the same time, so it's around 8:30 now.
Yeah, so
I hope.
it's just
I
this.
hope.
Yeah, we just gotta figure out what's whatever's that. Just,
Like,
I guess a few other tries.
as I'm Polish, I don't even know how to say the hours. So
Yeah, but it's.
you
I
know
think
what? I will say it literally. 19.30.
29. Oh, 30. It's 30. Yeah, you're
Yeah,
same zone as me.
we have this. Ah, that's funny.
Okay.
So
Yes.
I would just like
Also,
to.
did you? By the way, did you play Carrion ever?
No, haven't. I don't think I've heard of that one.
Uh, this is a game where you're literally a monster in a horror game, like reverse horror. This is now a thing.
What did you say the game was called?
Carrion.
Oh,
No.
Carrot. I have played
This,
that one. Yeah. That's a really cool game.
yeah,
That was.
this is
Oh
the
yeah.
best reverse horror you will find right
Oh
now.
yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. Sorry,
Is
sorry.
that-
You just had
Unless
something to say.
unless you prefer Dead by Daylight, but I wouldn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks good. Yeah.
But Excidio gone a long way, like a really long way.
Yeah, I agree.
Like the only thing is that everyone posts their screenshots here, so no one actually, most people don't actually know how the game looks right now, because most of the screenshots are just from the old version,
Yeah, on Steam, I
like
noticed that like all the screenshots
like
are almost all the
from a
version.
really old version. Like,
Oh, on
Yeah.
Excidio's Steam.
Yeah, and I'm not
Yeah.
sure why.
well, there is a screenshot out of the demo version where there was only this red city, like
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, that was a long ago.
that was not actually
Oh,
that long ago.
there
It
we go.
was a long ago, but not that long
Well,
ago.
it worked just now. Maybe because I hit it in the middle. Does that just not work if I? That's so weird.
Oh,
Did you manage?
someone made a screenshot of Blue Excidio running, going to a ship and called it Godzilla -1
Oh yeah.
because that's how the movie actually starts, and I still didn't watch it.
Oh yeah. That'll. It's a great movie
This
whenever you get
is
the chance.
not
Yeah.
good because I
Yeah.
have literally one cinema in my city, and this cinema doesn't even have it anywhere yet. Like it's not even a cinema yet.
Yeah. People might have to wait for the DVD. But yeah, just looking at this, it's hit it at the
Bro, I
bottom.
wanna see the movie that's about to get an Oscar for effects.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
literally
honestly.
Godzilla with an Oscar.
Yeah, they're still determining whether
Well, when did they make Lego Godzilla?
Oh yeah. That'll be interesting to see. Yeah.
By
So
the way,
sorry. Did Zoran, you have anything else to say?
I was just gonna say that yeah, the update should be up really soon. Basically, we just have one issue to give a try to fix, and if either we fix it or don't fix it, the update will be out.
Yeah.
I have a
I'll
glitch
fix it a bit.
report.
why did I expect someone will make this running scene with Raiden and
Sorry, did
Excidio?
somebody say something? I thought I heard like maybe a question or something.
I found a
What?
glitch.
Why was I expecting someone
Oh,
to
sorry.
make like the Excidio and Raiden remake of the running scene of Godzilla and Kong?
Oh, yeah,
Like,
that's we did do that, yeah.
but
Oh,
I
sorry.
can't escape the fact that running Godzilla looks a bit goofy.
He really does. Sorry, Gyros, you
And
said you
he's,
found a glitch. You can have the floor.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
mean,
Like when you
I
fire
still
like
can
a
have fun with the Spider-Man
called
Excidios.
fireball, well, it doesn't come out sometimes.
Oh, is
Like
that
It
still?
gets stuck inside. It
yeah,
gets stuck inside.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, so that was a glitch that we found before, but I didn't know it was still happening. Like it's
Oh, bro.
oh, okay.
You
like
know
it
how
only
a
Yeah.
happens
cat.
to me in like your
You,
second map, like the
you know
real
how
game
a cat has
studio.
fur balls. You know how a cat has fur balls.
Yeah.
Sometimes this is what Excidio has when he stores too much meteors
Yeah.
in his stomach. He just
Oh,
can't get them all out.
just do appreciate this animation. Oh, I just realized it's the remake of the Rainbow. Yeah, that's cool. But yeah, so that's if you could whenever you find that glitch, if you know you figure out why it might happen or something, for sure put it in our bug
Yeah,
report
let us know.
section. And yeah, because that is something we thought we had fixed, but I guess maybe not. Okay. Well, if
Coco, if Coco is muted. Coco should make everything on paper. Like this Godzilla looks much better on paper.
oh the he
If
well he has done a 2D animation for us before that you
Mm.
can see on our YouTube. Yeah.
uh,
Um.
um
So yeah.
his animation, like I literally learned from him, and somehow my first animation I did with this style is already better than what I made before.
Oh yeah, I've seen that on the share your work section. Yeah, it's looking really cool. Okay, so I think we'll just kind of wrap up for here.
Yeah,
Thank you everybody for coming, and you know we'll for sure schedule another one of these at some point. It was
Yeah,
really good.
before the next update, I guess.
Yeah, yes. Probably not like the one today, but you know the just you know whatever next thing. Yeah. So yeah, thank everybody for coming, and we'll talk to you all later.
way.
Alright, peace.
See ya.
Bye, guys.
Thank
Bye.
you.